Hey guys, Coach Regan. We're going to be looking at the guide video here that's going to help explain our resource page down here. And these are going to be a set of resources that you're going to have at your fingertips to use to help you navigate the season, to help you get the information you need to kind of tackle all of your responsibilities, and allow you guys to plan moving forward for the rest of the season. Obviously, if you have questions about this kind of stuff, reach out to me and obviously answer your step 4 question here honestly so that I know maybe who to touch base with or who to check in with if we do have any major issues. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Hopefully, we've clicked on this link here and we've pulled up our JV2 resource page. Essentially, this is a living and breathing document, guys, where I'm going to be updating things with links and resources you need throughout the season. At any point, if maybe there's a Google form you have to fill out, or there is a website you're going to need, or whatever it may be, I'm going to update this document with a name, link, and description as to what it is. And I'll let you guys know, like, hey, guys, check the resource page for this. Hey, check the resource page for that. That way we can kind of avoid major things being sent out via email a million times and whatnot as we go through the season. To add this to your toolbar, just go ahead and drag the lock icon here to your toolbar wherever you want and obviously drop it so you can have it available to you. There should also be an icon here that says add shortcut to drive if you want to do that as well. Again, just so you have these resources available to you at all times and can click them from any place in your Chrome browser or your drive, whatever you need. So make sure you do that, add that somewhere. And in some way so you can quickly access this. It'll also help you avoid searching your emails a million times for things that you may or may not need. So let's go ahead and break down what these links are and how to use them, that sort of thing. We got our program calendar. So if you click on this link up here, you'll have the program calendar pop up. You'll see a few things. Number one, obviously the days of the week. We are the JV2 team, so our information in terms of games and practices will always be in this row, okay? In the row, you'll see a few things. You'll see a time, which is obviously for whenever our games or practices are. You'll see whether or not if it's a practice or a game. So, for example, in our key, if you see up here, the at or verse tells you if it's an away or home game. So, for example, on the 15th, we play Cary Grove. It's a verse, so that means that it's at home. Versus like JV1 here, who has an away game versus Crystal Lake. Any games we play as of right now will be in the stadium. It'll also tell you things like practice time. So, for example, JV2 on the 18th, we have a practice from 5:15 to 7:15. FH is our field house. So this, again, is also a living, breathing document that you can access at any time to kind of see what our schedule is as we go. If you have questions as we go through this sort of stuff, let me know. I'm obviously going to be breaking this down at practice and give us reminders as the season goes on. So that's our calendar for the season. We'll be updating as we go. Next, we have the ball boys schedule here. Remember in your bios, we talked about how part of being in our program is all about helping our program from start to finish, from your freshman year to your varsity year. And part of being in our program means ball boying for the varsity team. So we are the yellow groups here that you'll see. So we have the ball boy the Prairie Ridge game and our FVC tournament on these dates. You'll notice it'll have a date and time in which you need to be there, and it tells you who obviously is going to have to be there. You'll need to show up to these about 15 minutes before time. So if you are there, are supposed to be there around 6:30, you need to be there about 6:15, and that's at the latest, guys, okay? That's so we can temp scan you and get you set up for how you're going to be helping us. Notice we have enough guys here that really ball boying is pretty easy, okay? I'll remind us again days and before we have to do this, but if you're somebody who has questions about this, obviously you can let me know. Next, we have our game schedule. This is our 8 to 18 page, okay? This is where you can kind of identify in a quick glance where we're playing, who we're playing, our games in terms of results and things like that. You can check to see all of the other teams up here if you wanted. But this is just a quick snapshot, so you don't have to constantly be looking through our season calendar, okay? Last but not least, We have a few other forms. The player bio, which I think we've all turned in, so we're good there. Picture form, there's going to be a link to come out for you guys as well. But again, this is a living, breathing document. Don't add it to your drive. Okay, you should be definitely putting it in your toolbar or adding the shortcuts to your drive so that you can see any changes. So I might go in here and add stuff in as we go so that you can definitely see those things in real time. All right. So go ahead and finish the rest of the form. If you have questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at practice.